Hello everybody, Lightning here, and I'm back. I know I've been gone for quite a while now, and there are several reasons for this. I have, first of all, when I started I was unemployed and had really nothing to do, so I just constantly did my videos for a few days, and then I managed to get a job for 2 weeks. Which instantly made it harder, especially to keep up the kind of tempo I had. So that was reason number one, which made me get off my beginning schedule for my channel. Second of all, my internet has been really bad, and at first I just thought videos just took that long to upload, but when I tried to stream to Twitch, I tried to get that working, testing it out, I noticed that my upload speed is really terrible. So I have now upgraded my internet, which should make it much easier for me to upload my videos, and hopefully it will allow me to even stream from time to time. As of right now, I'm going to mainly do some streams of Hearthstone, which is another point I'd like to talk about, since I actually managed to get into the beta. I really had given up all hope. I'd been on every giveaway and every every giveaway on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and all of these different sites, making you jump through hoops to try to get these keys. And I finally managed to get one from a site called Hearthstone, which I had actually been frequently visiting, creating fake arena decks, or whatever you call it. They have this arena simulator or drafting simulator, which I played around with a lot. So big shout out to Hearthstone. I'm really glad I finally got this key. I've been playing a bit, done a couple of arena runs, and leveled up all my classes, beating all the different bots, and yeah, so right here. So I've leveled all my classes above 10, most of them almost 15. Managed to get to silver 1, well, a 1-star silver medal. Yeah, I'm also planning on in the future getting a better microphone when I get my pay from a work I did a week or two ago, which should improve my sound quality. I know from the comments I've been getting that my sound quality is actually alright for being a brand new channel, but I feel I should be getting a better one. And I managed to find, I think it's called the blue ball or blue snowball, which I'm planning on using in the future to improve my overall quality. And with my upgraded internet, I should also be able to upload much faster, and it will make life much easier for me. So also, my schedule will probably be one video every 2 days. So I'm currently thinking of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and either Saturday or Sunday. I'm not entirely sure there, but that's the plan, and I'm gonna try to stick to it this time, now that I've got my better internet, and I'll try to not get in over my head this time. So for this video, I was thinking we should jump into an arena for fun. I'm going to probably cut it into parts, so it won't be more than one match per video, but let's see. We'll do the draft in this part. The arena. I'm going to pay with gold. Purchase complete. Okay, so we have Thrall, Gul'dan, and Rexxar. So I've played about 3 different runs with the Hunter. One of them went really, really well. I managed to get a awesome deck, and the 2 others went pretty bad. I've also played one with the Warlock, which went alright. I think I went 5-3. Not the best run, but it's okay. And Shaman I have actually not played, so I think I'll do a Shaman for this one. Not a class I'm a big fan of, really. I find the Overlord mechanic pretty hard. But let's see here. We have a Light Warden, Emperor Cobra, and Sun Fury Protector. Whenever a character is healed, gain +2 attack, destroy a minion, and give adjacent minions taunt. I think I'm going to go with Emperor Cobra for this one. I really like to be able to destroy just any minion. They throw out the Death Wing, and you have the Emperor Cobra, but it's just... no. I kill you with my little 2-3 Cobra thingy. Too bad. Okay, Mana Tide Totem, another Emperor Cobra, and Young Priestess. Let's see, at the end of your turn draw a card. It's a good totem, but totems are kind of unreliable in the sense that they don't have any attacks, unless you have a way to buff them up, or at least have something really big and stompy to protect them. They can be quite difficult to keep alive, especially a really good one like this, which gives you a bunch of card draw if you keep it alive. Young Priestess is also a really good card if you can keep it alive behind a taunt wall, since she buffs +1 health to a friendly minion every turn. So this is a hard choice, I must say. I like the extra card draw, but as I said, hard to keep alive. I already have Emperor's Cobra. Would be nice to have a second one, but not really necessary. And the Young Priestess is good too. I think I'll go with a Young Priestess, I think. Hopefully I'll get some taunt to protect it. We have a Bluegill Warrior, Charge 2-1, Wisp 1-1, and Corehound 9-5. The Corehound is quite squishy for its cost. With 5 health, many lower cost creatures can quite easily get it killed. Wisp is also not that good. So I think I'll go with some early damage here, Murloc. So we have Stormforged Axe, Rockbiter Weapon, and War Golem. War Golem is a nice creature overall. It's just a basic 7/7 for 7. But there are better creatures at that mana cost. So let's see here. We can give a friendly character +3 attack this turn, or a Stormforged Axe. I think I'm going to go with a Stormforged Axe, actually. It's nice to have some weapons in your deck. Okay, Ancient Brewmaster, which allows us to return a friendly minion from the battlefield to your hand. Drangling Mechanic, and Fairy Dragon. I like Fairy Dragon. It's a really good card overall, 3/2, just like the Bloodfin Raptor, but it can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. So I think I'll go with the Fairy Dragon. And we have Spellbreaker, Fairy Dragon, and Unbound Elemental. Whenever you play a card with Overlord, gain +1/+1. That could be a StarCraft thing. Whenever you play a Overlord, you gain +1/+1. So I'm going to go with Spellbreaker. Silence, 4/3 for 4 mana, it's really good. So, Mana Tide Totem, Demolisher, Master Swordsmith. At the end of your turn, give another random friendly minion +1 attack. It would actually work quite nicely in conjunction with the Young Priestess, since then we could buff health and attack every turn, but that's not a combo I would really rely on. So I think we'll go with the Manatide Totem. Demolisher is good as well, but not that good. The card draw from Manatide Totem at turn 3 is really good. So let's get that. We have the Cult Master. Whenever one of your other minions dies, draw a card. And we have Earth Shock, silence a minion, then deal 1 damage to it. And give your minions +3 attack this turn. We already have 1 silence, that's not a lot, but I'm thinking we go with the Bloodlust since it's a really good buff, which can really surprise your opponent at times with the +3 attack for every minion. Cult Master is also really good when you have lots of smaller creatures, which I am hoping we'll be getting. But he has really low health, so let's go Bloodlust. We have a Nightblade, 5 cost, 4/4, deal 3 damage to the enemy hero, and the Jungle Panther, stealth for 2, and the Dread Corsair, costs 1 less per attack of your weapon. I'm not relying on getting a bunch of weapons. I have a Stormforged axe, but I mean that's not a lot, so a Nightblade, it's a good card I think, but it's a bit expensive for a 4/4. I believe you can get the Jetty for 4 mana, and that's a 4/5. I mean, the free damage isn't really worth it, so let's go with Jungle Panther. We have another Young Priestess, Ravenholt Assassin, and Ancient Mage. We haven't been getting any spells really so far. We have a Bloodlust, but that barely counts, it's not a damage spell. So the Ancient Mage really isn't worth it, and I'm not going to rely on drafting spells. Ravenholt Assassin is really nice for taking out large creatures, since you can have him stay in stealth and then attack whichever target you like. And we have another Young Priestess. And as of right now, we don't have any really expensive creatures and we lack Taunt, so another Young Priestess would be risky. So let's go with Ravenholt Assassin. Okay, we have the Fire Elemental, 6/5, deal 3 damage for 6 mana. That's a really good card actually. And we have Blue Warrior Wisp, not amazing card, so let's go with Fire Elemental. Bloodsail Corsair, remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon. I mean, that's fine. Really good if you're up against the hunter with the bow. I can't remember what it's called, the 5/2 immunity bow, because that would remove basically 5 damage from them, but it's very situational, and most weapons I wouldn't say would be worth it. Worth this one taking up a slot, that is. So we have Mind Control Tech as well. If your opponent has 4 or more minions, take control of 1 at random. That's a good card, but kind of situational, and I wouldn't like the enemy to get up to that amount of minions anyway, but it could be a good bounce back if you're behind, but I think we'll grab another Manatide. Lord of Arena, Stormwind Champion, and Ironbeak Owl. We already have 1 silence. I'm hoping to get another Spellbreaker, hopefully. Stormwind Champion, really good card in my opinion, since it buffs all your minions, both attack and health. But you have to keep it alive, which can be difficult at times. They often tend to be polymorphed or assassinated, or sorry about that. My voice is kind of cracking for some reason. Let's see here. Lord of Arena, also good, but kind of low health. I'm going to go with a Stormwind Champion. Shattered Sun Cleric, really good. So I think I'll be getting that. River Crocolisk, very basic but a good card. And Wind Fury is really good for that finishing move. Say Wind Fury and the Ravenholt Assassin in stealth would allow it to strike for 14 damage in 1 turn, which is good. But I think we'll go with Shattered Sun Cleric. Grabbing the Hex, really good to just as removal. And I'm getting kind of heavy on the 3 mana here, I feel. Let's see. Windspeaker is a good card. Give friendly minion Wind Fury, so I'll grab that. Forked Lightning, we really don't have that many spells. Wind Fury Harpy is nice, if you can keep it alive, which can be hard. Ironbeak Owl, good with the silence, but let's go Forked Lightning here, even though it's Overload, which I'm not a big fan of, but it could also remove threats. Another Hex, and a Epic. We have a Sea Giant, costs 1 less for each other minion on the battlefield. Not that reliable. Most of the time it's hard to get a... without a very specific swarm deck, it could be hard to get this one out. But Big Game Hunter, really good to remove other dangerous creatures. Faceless Manipulator, I can't talk, is also really good, but most of the time it just acts like a counter since it mirrors the enemy's creature. It gets out on the playing field, can't attack that turn, the other one can attack with their creature, and then you basically use your Faceless to destroy the other one. That was a accidental click, but yeah, Faceless Manipulator is still a alright card, so that's fine. Okay, Feral Spirit and Lightning Storm and Cold Light Seer. I'm not going to do a Murloc deck in Arena because that would be silly. I only have one Murloc so far. Lightning Storm, really good removal for many minions. So I think I'll grab that in case I encounter some kind of rush deck. Let's get that. Okay, Archmage, Ironforge Rifleman, and Unbound Elemental. We really only have, I believe, 2 different Overload cards. Or am I completely off? Yeah, right. Yeah, 2. Forked Lightning and Lightning Storm. So, Unbound Elemental is a risky pick. I think I'll go with the Archmage. 4/7 is good, and the spell damage +1 is always nice. Even though I'm not that spell heavy in this deck. Let's go with a Lightning Bolt. We really need some taunt, so we grab the Shield Master. We have a Gnomish Inventor for some card draw, perhaps, or a Gurubashi Berserker, but I really don't have any way to really heal him up at the moment, so I feel that would be a bad pick. So let's get Gnomish Inventor. Stormforged Axe, Ironforge Rifleman, and Novice Engineer. The Novice Engineer would be nice with some card draw early on. I could get another Stormforged Axe, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Overload and just a 2/3, so let's get Novice Engineer. And we have Mana Wraith. All minions cost 1 more. I'm not a big fan of that type of creature, really, which brings negative effects to you as well as the enemy. Cold Light Oracle. It's a good card draw, but same thing there, it gives card draw to the enemy as well, which I'm not a big fan of. Ancient Mage, spell damage, not that spell heavy, but with the choices given to us, I think I'll go with Ancient Mage. Stone Tusk Boar, Loot Hoarder, Elven Archer. We already have some card draw, so let's get a Elven Archer. I'm trying to get some early cards here, so to ease the early game. Let's get another Bluegill Warrior. We have Mad Bomber, deal 3 damage randomly split between all other characters. Kind of a risky card. I'm not a big fan of the RNG, but it's decent. It could potentially kill early creatures quite easily since it's just a 2 cost, 3 damage, so could be good. Silvermoon Guardian, Divine Shield, 3/3. Decent card. Wolf Rider, 3/1 for free charge. That's basically just a like a spell. You know, you put it out, it charges, deals 3 damage, then it's almost guaranteed to be killed by say a rogues, daggers, druids, shapeshift, or the fire blast from the mage. So I think I'll go with Mad Bomber actually, even though I usually wouldn't pick it. Okay, so the last card here. We didn't get any legendaries in this deck, which is kind of disappointing because they are most of the time quite fun to play around with. But we have the ancestral spirit. Choose a minion. When that minion is destroyed, return it to the battlefield. It's a good card. You could use it on bigger cards like, say, Ravenholt Assassin, Stormwind Champion, or Fire Elemental, similar cards like that. Or we have another Lightning Storm, which also is really good as a board clear. And the Murloc Tidecaller we really don't need. So it's a Lightning Storm or Ancestral Spirit. I'm going to go with a Lightning Storm, I think. Even though the Ancestral Spirit is really nice as well. I need the board clear, so Lightning Storm. There's the deck. I'm not too keen on this. It's not the best deck I've been able to draft. But it has a decent amount of good cards. I feel we didn't get enough taunt, which is kind of disappointing. Yeah, I think we have like one taunt in this entire deck, which is really, really bad. But we do have silence, we have buffs, some heavy hitters for the late game, some spell damage, wave clears, single target removal with Hex, and yeah, it's decent. I think it could be able to get some wins. Probably not a 9-0 run with this one, but we'll see in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.